Oh. Mom!
Hi everyone, I'm Sugar.
And I'm Spice.
And this is our show, Two Brain Cells Left. Today's lesson is how to date as a drag queen. And who better to have than the drag queen herself, Miss Scarlet Envy.
I can blow more than kisses. I'm the doll on your wish list. They call us sugarlicious, spicy hot and so delicious.
Hi everyone, I'm Sugar.
And I'm Spice.
And this is our show,
Two Brain Cells Left.
We have our lovely, legendary, iconic Miss Scarlet Envy in class with us today.
Hi, girls. Thanks for having me.
I'm feeling envious. Envious.
Ooh, what about your penis?
Oh, she's red for filth right now.
She is. She is.
I know.
I have to say, this is sickening, girls. This is sickening.
Do you feel like you're in school?
I honestly do. Yeah, I'm having PTSD.
Okay,
Yeah.
taking you back.
What kind of teacher would you be?
I was a substitute teacher. I would definitely be the one playing, like, today we're going to watch a video.
Right.
So like the hot substitute teacher.
I mean, those are your words, but
Or
yeah.
like hot for teacher. Isn't
Hot
that like
for
a porno like thing?
Yeah, I think, yeah. Hot for teacher, hot for uncle,
Okay.
all that good stuff.
Well, I feel like we just have to get right into it because I saw Miss Scarlet the other day in WeHo at Avita opening up for Katy Perry. It was so major. You came out. Also, I love your music. Literally, like the Vanity one.
It's so good.
It was
Thank
so. I
you.
feel like you took the classic drag elements and then made it your own and like cunty and clubby, and you were just up there in that red bodysuit, and it was sickening.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm in my pop star era.
How did it feel up there?
It felt so good. I mean, first of all, I've loved Katy since, we've all loved Katy. I mean, this is like a legend. This is an icon.
she's an
right?
icon.
She's the voice of a generation, baby.
Truly. So when Katy Perry calls, you have to answer,
No, but it was even more
Imagine
sickening 'cause it
leaving. I'm
wasn't-
sorry. Imagine leaving Katy on red. Imagine, being, oh, girl, I'm busy. Like,
No, I mean, and granted, we are busy, right? We're busy
are.
girls, but yeah, when Katy Perry called, I was like, absolutely. It was perfect timing. It was the same day that my EP dropped, so it was like a fun way to celebrate.
What's the name of your EP again?
It's called Rain in Hollywood.
Ooh, how'd you come up with that name? I love that.
Well, it's actually a poem. It's one of the poems in my new book of poems.
Oh, the girls do
I love
poetry
this.
too.
Yes,
Already,
she's a
let
poet.
me hold her up.
The
Yes,
girls are
she's a
doing
poet.
poetry as well.
Can we get into the artistry of this? I feel like there's a lot of secrets in here.
There are a lot of secrets in there. But you know what? The good thing about it is that it's not like a tell-all. It's not like a memoir or anything. It's like, it's poetry. So it's like, you have to kind of read between the lines. Like there's secrets all over it.
The girls
but like,
are deciphering.
yeah, like one is like called You in the Green, for instance, which is a poem.
Which one's your favorite?
And
Can you
there's
read one for us?
photos.
Can
Yeah,
you read one
totally.
to class?
And this is even a special one. I brought this like for a little show and tell moment for you guys. I know we do show and tell later, but
Yes. Yes. Oh,
but this
we'll
is like
save it for
my
later.
original copy. Like I still have like post-it notes on here, like shrink this Polaroid down a little bit, or like the publishing numbers and like adding like this is like the very first copy I ever got. Like
Oh my!
people-
And the
photographers'
pictures
names.
are beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited. How beautiful it is. But anyway,
Wait, can you read your favorite or just like a cute
Yeah,
one?
Yeah, we should.
Totally.
Yeah.
We should start class with a little
should
poem.
we do a
right?
poetry
Yeah.
reading? Okay.
So our topic today is how to date as a drag queen, and we're gonna get into that. But we need a little catch-up moment, right?
Okay. Well, since this is I'm gonna go off book here.
Oh, please.
Okay.
I have a
please
new
do.
one. This is like brand new for you guys. Like this is not even in the book. Like this is like a brand new haiku I wrote about dating.
A two brain
haiku.
cells left exclusive.
It's
my God.
literally a 2 brain cells left exclusive.
Oh my God,
Are y'all ready?
heard it here,
Oh,
folks.
I was born ready, baby.
Okay. So this is a haiku. So it's 575. Okay. 5 syllables.
Oh, but
7
you're off
syllables, 5
memory.
syllables.
It's in
Yeah.
the-
This is it's a haiku. It's like a little
Right,
short one.
okay.
Right. Okay. I thought it went well, but he didn't text me back, like at all. So yikes. Thank you.
Wow.
The devastation after not getting a text back. You ate with that.
Yeah, it's straight to the point.
Was this off of real experience? or-
Unfortunately, it's a very true story. Yeah, it's a very true
Does
story.
Miss Scarlet have its history? I almost said rotisserie.
Rotisserie
Does
chicken?
Scarlet like rotisserie chicken?
Honestly, she does. I'm from Kentucky. You might be familiar with our chicken.
Love.
It's so funny because I
Well,
just
girl, you're cutting me off. Does Scarlet have a history with men leaving her on red?
Hopefully this
Or
is
you the
not
one
a
leaving them
trend
on
that
that?
will continue. I think I'm normally the one to leave people on red. Not that I do it on purpose. It just happens to be my favorite color. So
I mean, it just happens when you're
she's
cunty
good.
like that, right?
She's good.
yeah, I guess I'm just a cunt. I don't know.
Wait, and now I just
I
need
don't
one.
think I'm bitchy. I don't think I'm a bitch. How does she say it? What does Charlie XCX
Girl,
say?
come on.
Oh shoot, just drawn that way.
No, she said, I don't think I'm bitchy. I just...
I don't think I'm a
just cunty.
bitch. I just think I'm bitchy.
I'm
There's a
bad. I
difference.
tapped out
There's
of the
a
brat
difference.
summer.
There's a difference.
There's a
right?
difference.
Right,
Wait,
yeah.
you're not a brat summer? Considering
No,
you're a
I'm
brat
just-
doll, I figured you
I
would
am
have
a brat doll. Oh my God. It was so embarrassing. A gay walked into my place like 2 months ago at the peak of brat summer, and they didn't know me, and they saw all my dolls because for the girls at home, I live in a whole life-size doll little palace. He walked in and he saw all the brats, and he goes, "Oh my God, brat summer, you're so
Yeah.
good." And I was like, "A brat summer? Oh no, sweetie, it's been a brat lifetime." But actually, brats, thank you, with a Z.
Yeah.
So that was humiliating, but he was like, "Oh my God, brat summer." But for me, then the same friend was like, "Oh, would you want to go to the Heat tour with Troy and Charlie?"
Yeah.
And I know this sounds dramatic, but that's kind of my personal hell to be. And the music is great, but I think it's the fandom around it that makes me want to
Just a bunch of
die.
gays and twinks and jockstraps. You're not here for it.
what's your tea on the brat summer of it all?
Well, I enjoy a brat summer. I mean, I think Charlie is really hot. I love Billy. I
Obsessed.
love
Yes.
this whole kind of vibe.
This is no shade to Charlie
you know.
and our girls. It's just the fandom
No, girl, we've been
culture
obsessed
around
with Charlie for years.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what I like about the both of you is that you talk about this herd mentality and kind of making your own decisions, right?
Yes.
And I feel like that's is that where that's rooted? Is you feel like
Yeah.
it was so pushed on us, this
Yeah,
brat
you know
summer
what?
thing.
Maybe it's just human psychology of it's don't enter that hole, and then everyone enters. That sounded
Well.
weirdly sexual. I meant a dead
Count me
end.
in, honey. I'll
You
tell
know, in the
what.
horror movies when all
You
the
can't
white
tell the
Sloppy
gays
seconds
don't
over
enter that
here.
hole, girl.
right.
They're entering.
That's Scarlett's tattoo on her lower back.
Yeah, that's what my tattoo says.
Don't enter that hole.
Don't
Don't enter that hole.
But my thing
How
is,
did we get here? We're talking.
well,
girl.
no, you see a dead end, and then the white bitches in a horror movie, they're all like, "Oh my God!" It's no, girl, go the other way.
Right.
So maybe I think it's just everyone is telling me to like something, and I'm like, no, I want to make my own decisions.
Sure.
And yeah, the music is sickening. Just I don't need. You know what it gives me? The whole
What does it give
culture
you?
of it.
What does it give you?
It gives me waiting online at the club, and there's maybe the two artsy Brooklyn gays in front of you that are pretending like they shouldn't be there, even though they want to
Vaguely
be there.
disinterested?
And then the one
yeah.
friend is asking you about are we on the list? And you know only the one friend you brought is on the list. So how are you going to be able to maneuver getting through the line?
Where are we going with this one?
That's what it gives me, and that's I can't do that. I just hate
I
it.
have to say, I'm surprised that you've ever waited in the line.
Well, that's my thing.
Do you wait in lines?
I would never want to be the girl.
Wait in lines? Do you wait in lines?
I wait.
I just walk to the
You
front.
wait? Are
I
you-
wait. No,
Okay.
girl, they clock. There's stories of influencers out here, and they'll go to TikTok and they're like, I saw Lila get me out, and she walked up to the line and she was like, "Hi, for Lila," and they were like, "Get to the back," and it was just a whole thing.
So, you're embarrassed to be turned away?
yeah. So I'll
I
just wait
feel
the
like-
20 minutes.
Oh, girl, I don't know. I'd be up there with Suzanne Bars. Let me in.
Let me in,
I want
girl.
some free vodka too.
Well, you know what? It is different in drag, because in drag, that's when the cunty comes out.
Well, I have just one more question, circling back to the whole Katy of it all.
Yes.
I need to know what because it was also Carmen Electra as well.
It sure was.
So that's my icon. Y'all, just the trio bad bitches together.
Right?
I just need an inside scoop.
Okay.
Give me a funny little tidbit, maybe a line that they said, or just something fun, or maybe how they smell. I just need
Totally.
a juicy moment.
Okay, so I have two little stories I can tell really quick. So Carmen Electra, of course, we've never met before, right? I mean, she was super sweet online, touched base before the event, whatever. But I just showed up. In my red, in this look, actually, I wore this hair with a red bodysuit, and she came in pretty much a matching look,
Yeah.
which was crazy. And we just kind of matched by accident. So that was really cool.
So y'all were twinning. Y'all
We
were
were
giving sugar and spice.
Yeah, giving sugar and
Yeah.
spice
Yeah.
fully with Carmen Electra, which was sickening. And then Katy eventually arrived, and she was adjusting her top, make sure her boobs weren't falling out.
Because that out girl, her body was out and
Yeah.
it was because as a fan,
It was body.
I remember even back in the Teenage Dream era, she didn't even really show her stomach like that. She would wear, the titties would always be out.
Right.
But that I was like, oh, she's giving.
Oh, she's giving. She was giving skin. So she was saying, let me know if my tits come out. Let me know if my tits come out. And I finally was just like, girl, like, I'll let you know, but, mine are just dirty socks. And she kind of giggled and she goes, yeah, well, mine are working titties. And I was like, you know what? You're right. How's Daisy? How's she doing, honey? How's your little baby?
But you have a history
She said these
with
are
Katy, though.
homegrown, baby.
She said, these are homegrown. These are life-giving titties. And I was like, honestly, they have been giving me life since, like, they were cupcakes back in the day.
Right.
Period.
But
Remember when
even-
she shot...
Yes.
Right.
Was it
But I'm
a
just curious, one
frosting or
last thing about
something?
Katy and your whole Katy lore of it all. So what was it exactly that started the whole Katy of it? Was it from Drag Race when you did her? Or
No, so Katy Perry and I have been working together since 2017. She put me
Oh,
on
wow.
SNL.
Wasn't it Swish Swish?
It was Swish Swish. Yes,
Oh,
it was.
we need to get into this, girl.
Yeah, the
Wasn't there
backpack
controversy
kid.
with that?
There's seems to always be some
Always.
controversy going on. Yeah, there
'Cause,
was
when you're a
controversy with
pop
this
star,
one
the
as well.
controversy
Honestly,
follows.
yeah,
Oh
the
my
controversy continues to follow her.
So
because,
what was that about? The viewers were mad about the drag queens being
They're
like,
mad
what?
about everything.
Yeah,
girl.
so she did a song with Migos, and
Right.
Migos had been homophobic, publicly
That's
homophobic.
what
they
it
do.
was, right?
Yeah, so I wasn't actually in that number. I was in Swish Swish. That was for Bon Appetit. So there was all this stuff that went on. And I just kind of, came to her defense online because of what I had seen. What my, how she treated me personally, everything that I saw, everything that went down. And, I don't know, I felt like,
Right.
letting people know how it went. So that's when we started working together. And then I also did her on Drag Race for the
Yes.
halftime headliners show.
Which was so sick.
Which was super fun.
You let the bitches have it, girl.
So I feel linked to her, connected
I
to
loved
her.
that because I'm such like a Katy cat. So like you having the black hair and like
Yeah,
it gave.
the ponytail of it
Wow.
all.
Y'all need to
Thank
go
you.
to
You're the Katy illusionist, baby.
Thank
Get into
you.
it.
Well, I mean, yeah, it hasn't happened much since then, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not really illusionist at all, really, but I like what I like, and I think.
You know what? We don't have to be illusionists here. We could be delusionists.
Well,
right?
I'm
Is that a word?
certainly that. I'm certainly that.
So you kissed the girl and you liked it because didn't y'all have a kiss?
We literally did.
I literally
So
watched.
I need it
I
all.
gagged. I was like,
I was gagged too. She was singing "I Kissed a Girl," which is iconic.
wait, was
Like-
it planned?
No.
Oh.
No, it wasn't planned. It was a surprise. So she said, we were chatting, whatever. She said, oh, like, stay close to the stage. I might need you for the show.
Right.
And so that's
Wow.
all I knew. So then there I was, like,
Hey.
next to the stage. And then she grabbed my hand and she said, Scarlet, kiss me.
Oh, she had that planned out.
Scarlet, kiss me.
Now I'm starting
so
to
I
think
kissed-
she invited you for ulterior
Ulterior motives.
motives.
Well, I mean,
I don't think you were just a sickening drag queen in her Rolodex.
Katy
on
wanted
her
to get up in them books, baby.
She wanted to see what Miss Scarlet was studying.
Well, so I kissed her on the cheek and then she said, mm-mm-mm.
no,
And
yeah.
she turned and she gave me her lips and I kissed her right on the mouth.
So you were trying to be demure and classy.
I mean, not very hard. I wasn't trying very hard, but I guess I was trying, yeah.
No, the whole thing was so sickening, especially because even when she was dancing, I was up on stage watching you, and you were living your best life. Like, a lot of people, they were just kind of recording. So it was literally giving, like, in the Drag Race lip sync, like, she was lip syncing for her life, and you were the queen in the back, like, living, like, ready to jump in at any second.
I
Tag
noticed
team.
that too. Like, as I'm watching videos of her performing, everyone's standing there, like, still holding their phones. Like, not,
Right.
and I'm just the only one, like,
As
actually
you should,
dancing
live your
around
best
and, like,
life.
live your best life. So, whatever. Live your best life, live in the moment.
Yeah, I mean, this makes me happy that y'all actually talked and she was a person and real to you because, we all hear the horror stories with drag queens and how, we're the first people to be used as props. I mean,
Well, 'cause
wasn't
sometimes you
Bob an
never know.
extra in like a Madonna video or something? Like,
Oh my
I mean, it
Girl,
happens.
it's
It's just the name of the game. I think sometimes, sometimes you might be the diversity quota.
right,
For
we're
people.
always the diversity hire, and that's fine because, it's slim pickings. So we're going to take what we can get. We're not complaining.
We're going to take the little bit that we're getting. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to take it. You know what? I will continue to take it, to be honest.
Yes, as you should.
Well, Scarlet will always take it. And on that note, we will see you when we come back after the break. And we're back. Okay, so today's lesson is how to date as a drag queen. I am so excited, Scarlett, that we have you here today because I feel like we are going to get such a good perspective on what it really is like to be a working drag queen and also trying to be a functioning human that dates and love and romance.
We want to get into the nitty gritty because I saw Miss Scarlett a couple weeks ago. We were out at the gay clubs, the coffee shops, the cafes, as we do. And I remember I didn't even realize it was you at first. And I was like, oh my God. And then I feel like it was so loud. We're trying to talk, get in each other's ears. But we were kind of going in a bit. And then I went home and then I was telling Sugar about it. I was like, I had the best time with her. Like, we need her on the pod. We need to get into it because we were kind of even talking about like dating and dress. So yeah.
Yeah. We did have a good time. I like to go out. And I like to go out, obviously, like to the clubs and stuff, But yeah, I mean, dating, that's not really where I go out to like date necessarily, especially in our unique position as Drag Race girls. I feel like the gay club is not exactly the ideal place to meet.
And
why
people
do you say
don't
that?
get it.
And why
and
do you
people
say
think
that?
they're
Yeah.
weird. They're like, oh, let's go to the Abbey. Let's go to WeHo. And I'm like, unless I'm performing, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, and I like it. Don't get me wrong. I think, well, we moved out here around the same time. We all lived in New York for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's important to plug into your community, right?
Yeah.
To go out in West Hollywood. And, I've been hosting Drag Race at Mickey's, for instance, or I'll host something, at the Chapel recently, or, things like that. I think it's important to go out and make an effort to be part of the local scene, which is so beautiful.
I agree.
But on a personal level, when you're dating necessarily, when you're looking for a partner of some sort, it's just more complicated for us.
Right.
Why do you think that is, would you say?
Well, I mean, we have a lot of blessings, a lot of attention on us, and it's just a little bit more hoops to jump through in terms of getting to know someone.
That's very true. I mean, I like that you said you go out also not in drag because I feel like that could be a common thread for a lot of drag queens where, if we go out in drag, say maybe you did a gig, whatever it is, or maybe you just want to keep with the girls, you're right. It is such a different experience because, people are rolling out the red carpet for you. I mean, if we were to all go to WeHo after we film this, girl, we would kind of get the cute little gay celebrity experience.
Should we?
Imagine. Right. And we weren't doing another one after this, of course. But Saturday night. But it's hard because although drag reveals who we are, it's also protection. This is our armor. So I always say, I mean, for me personally, I want to know how you feel about it. I don't really like to meet guys or potential romantic interests when I'm in drag because I feel like this is my art project and you're talking to my art project and I don't want you to be distracted.
They're thinking it's the real you, but they don't know. I'm like, girl, this is a disguise right now.
Right. And for me, it's also not a sexual thing. So I'm curious, like, do you like when you meet like hot guys at the meet and
What are
greet?
you asking me, sugar?
I mean, me like going way around.
She's like, well, it is a sexual thing for
I mean,
me.
I have fucked in drag.
well,
she said,
let's get into
I have
it.
fucked in drag, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
like maybe once. And I've been doing drag
was
for
it-
like
were
a
both
long
lashes
time. They started that way.
Right.
I think they ended, I don't know, maybe he was wearing them at the end.
And how long did the wig stay on for?
Not long enough.
And what wig would you recommend?
For the girls at home, Miss Scarlett, she's a comedian.
You are
She
a
is
comedian.
the joke, and you're very witty too. They just keep coming. I have to like.
No,
catch
I
them.
just have a laughable life, I think, honestly.
Oh.
It's just true stories.
Okay. Well.
But yeah, I did. I used to, I worked every club in New York, right? I was a door girl for the most part.
Oh,
so I
let's
wasn't
get into
even like,
what were the New York days?
well, I wasn't even performing really. I would just work in the door. So I would just meet everyone that came in the party, would see everyone as they would leave as well. And I was just like looking cunty at the door. So like I would meet people that way,
And they
I
were
was like,
living?
yeah, they were living. And I'm like chill. And I would just like talk to people. It was like kind of meet and greety.
Right.
Like years before DragCon was ever a thing. It
Right.
was like kind of like that's what it was.
Right.
So like that's kind of how I would meet people or whatever. But like, yeah, I mean, I would like suck a dick in the bathroom or something every once in a while, like,
So how do you suck D with lipstick on? Because I've never done it.
well, really? You've never done it?
No, I've never used. I guess it is kind
true?
of like
I
Can
think
we
it's
fact
true.
check that?
I
Okay.
think that's true.
no. For
Maybe
me,
chapstick. Does chapstick count?
No,
No, I'm
chapstick
the-
doesn't count.
No, I'm the girl recently, like we were performing in Austin and the little splash weekend where I want you to
Austin's
get
fun.
Yeah.
Austin is so fun. But I learned we did a performance and that was my first time rushing home and getting out of drag really quick. And then
suck
like
dick.
showering. Well, to get to the venue and give boy because
Yeah.
there's boy drag and then there's you're always
Can
in
we
drag.
talk about the boy drag, by the way?
Let's get
People
into
don't
her.
realize.
Y'all are good at boy drag.
Yeah.
Y'all are hot boys.
Thank
Let's just
you.
put it
That's
out
sweet.
there.
I mean, it's all a
You pull-
performance.
Well, girl, coming from you. Hello.
Well, I mean, we can all be, we can all, I don't know. I just feel like, do you guys get a lot of dick?
I
Out of
I
drag.
could
Can
do
you-
more.
I could
probably.
do more.
Sure. Well, me too.
But yeah.
I
For
feel
all
like
the listeners out there.
Yes. Yeah.
let's get into the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, more
Do you
dick.
get a lot of dick? I mean, with Kenya Moore from Housewives, it always goes back to
Yeah.
one of those references. She had a little song, and it was like, I go to Home Depot and catch a dick. I go to CVS
No, she said
and
I have
catch a dick.
99 problems, but a D ain't one. That's what she said.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
depending on
mean-
the D, it could be one of the 99 problems, depending. But you just get a shot.
Right.
Get that
I
cleared
mean,
up.
from my perspective, sometimes I feel like if you're meeting them in drag, now there's so much preconceived notions and they're putting you, especially if they're familiar with you either just from online or the show or just with your character in general, they're kind of putting you up on a pedestal in a sense, especially if they are a fan of you. And like, I love that. That's amazing. Please be a fan. Like, don't be a hater. But also, then it's like, I'll find myself being like, oh, wait, they think of me a certain way. And like, this is so, then it becomes kind of like inorganic. Is that the word? Like, it does be, I find myself trying to like perform subconsciously to what they would expect
Oh, that's not
Spice
good.
to be, in a sense.
Yeah, well, I have felt like I have been dating myself, my career. My Scarlet has been my significant other for like a few years now.
I'm
That
stealing
is
that. I
good,
like
girl.
that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, feel free to take it, because
The mic
it's-
breaks.
it is what
I
it
relate,
is,
yeah.
and you understand that
Yeah.
when, you're presented with this opportunity and your life changes,
Right.
you have to prioritize this
Right.
or,
Right.
the whole thing's fleeting. It's all
It's-
so crazy. You have to
It's
really,
so true.
sink your teeth into it, really want it and dedicate yourself to it. And so that's where I've been mentally for the past, few years now. Doesn't mean I'm not open to it, but I am a busy lady. And my work and job and career are my priorities. How gorgeous I am is my priority.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
girl,
good for
being
you
hot is
though,
a full-time
because a
job.
lot of people, they're the opposite. A lot of these gays, I feel like going out, if you take away them wanting to be in a relationship and going out and partying, there's nothing, if you take that out of the equation, there's nothing else there other than wanting to be in a relationship.
And that's fine. I don't want to like shit on people in relationships because like that would be lovely. And I get that. And I think that there's a lot of good that comes from that too. But just speaking from my personal experience and as you understand as superstars, you have to prioritize certain things. You can't, I mean,
So
maybe you can have it all, but I haven't figured it out yet. So
Right.
I'm happy exactly where I am right now.
Well, it seems like you're in a really good spot to allow a
I am
potential
sitting
love.
on my own dick currently.
Right. Oh, she
But
is
if I'm
in a
just
good
going to adjust that spot, then it does feel much better. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's get in the line that I said off camera. That was really funny. I'm like, we'll just restate when cameras are rolling. Nothing you say matters unless those cameras are rolling.
But what's your line, girl?
Well, no, I told Scarlet. Well, let's just act like it's our first time saying it.
Okay.
Scarlet, like you really, and this was a true conversation. Scarlet, you really, like, I feel like you're so chill and down to earth. I feel like Lana Del Rey is inside of you.
Well, Lana Del Rey could easily be inside of me, happily so, honestly.
You are kind of Lana and Katie mix.
There we go.
Lana, please.
You know
Oh,
what?
is this?
I like how
You heard it here
just-
first.
Is this a plea?
Look, that
Yeah, that's a plea.
right
Is this
there.
my camera right here?
Well, that's the far away one.
Lana, is this my Lana?
Right. Now,
Thank you, please.
Who said they wanted Drake to murder their vagina? Who was that?
That was
one?
That was Amanda Bynes.
Oh,
Do you
we
think
need her
Lana
on.
would date a drag queen? Or do you think she would be for the girls?
Drag queen. I'm the queen of drag. No, I don't think she would date a drag queen. But that's okay. I don't need to date her. I just want to fuck her.
Right. I mean, what is her
Right.
type? Normally she's with some like random like.
I'm just like, right. Girl, you
She's
took me
like,
to church with that
right,
one.
yeah.
One. Amen, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she would. You know what? I'm just happy like run into her doing grocery shopping or something. We don't need to
Well,
like date or anything.
Do you
but-
know over here.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah, allegedly.
this is my one little
mean
fun fact
Lana
about
tea?
living in LA for 2 years. This is my like one like party like convo I say.
You're gonna spill it here now for us?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Here we go.
allegedly, Lana Del Rey goes to the on Sunset.
They play all her music. If you walk and it's obvious. Like they always play her music too.
What?
Yeah, her music is in the jukebox, and
It's
if you
very
ask
retro.
any of the waiters, or waitresses, they come over and they go, "Well, you know, Lana Del Rey comes here every Thursday with her dad,
Every Thursday?
and we've been coming on Thursdays, and she hasn't been there yet." So someone lied.
several times.
Someone lied.
They said, ma'am, you cannot sleep here again.
Yeah.
Yes. So
You
I don't
gotta
know.
go. You gotta leave.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know
we
how
were fully
right.
expecting Lana to be there, but the other day we were there, I didn't see Lana. I saw Abby Lee Miller in a wheelchair there. And she
Okay,
was
that's
yelling
iconic
at
too, though.
she was yelling at some like TikTok tween. She was like, no pictures.
And you were you on that show?
Dance Moms?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No?
Oh,
I mean,
I thought that was how you
girl.
get your big break, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, if we got our big break
I
on
just
Dance
love
Moms,
love when she does her and we're all gonna have fun.
right? You're good.
Was
You're
it
good.
you on the dance
Oh,
floor?
it was me.
It was you. Okay, I'm
Right.
sorry.
I
That's
was
what it
in
was.
disguise as Shangela.
Oh,
Right.
the
Because
box.
she was,
The
Right.
tiny little box.
Yeah.
You came out of this box,
I
didn't you?
did. Well, she is a life-size doll, baby.
She is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these lockers, I'm getting these flashbacks of getting like shoved into lockers as I was
my
like,
God.
I was like well liked in high
Yeah,
school.
what
Don't
were you
get me
like in high
wrong. Like I
school?
wasn't like actually, but there was a couple of times where I was shoved into a locker.
Okay, well, we're talking a mile a minute. We're going to go to break, but when we come back, we are going to get into Miss Scarlet's show and tell.
And we're back. Now it's time for my favorite segment, Show and Tell. Scarlett, what are you showing us today?
Okay, so I brought a few things to show you. The first thing, and I thought of you both when I brought this because this is a Pisces necklace.
Oh my
This was given to me by a fan. And I wish I could remember
Oh,
who the
you want me
fan
to hold her?
is.
I'll show her to the...
But I can't remember exactly where I got this. So shout out to whoever
This
was
is
kind enough to give me this. And then there's a picture of me inside.
Oh my God, can we
No
love?
Which is so
way.
cute. I feel like it's very you coded.
Let me
Oh
see.
my gosh, can we get a zoom in on that?
Zoom on in.
Oh, the girls
to
are
that.
zooming in. Wait, let me see, Miss
zoom
Sugar. She's hogging it
in.
up.
This is the night, and you got this at a meet and greet.
This was at a meet and greet. Maybe it was DragCon. I'm not really exactly sure.
Oh
Maybe
my
a tour
God,
or
this
something.
is so cute. Do you wear
But
it? It's so cute.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh
of
my
course, yeah. It's one of my favorite little pieces.
Oh my God.
And I got that years
Yes.
ago. But it's got a little fish on it because it's Pisces.
Oh yeah.
So, you guys are like two
Right.
fish,
Yes. Well, we're cancers.
swimming around. Yeah. Oh, I didn't
Well,
realize
we're
that you were
sickening
also
fish
water
as well.
signs.
Yes.
Yeah,
And you're a
sickening
Pisces.
fish. I'm a Pisces, yes. So that's my little one is,
Me trying
two
to open
fish.
this up, girl.
Wow, so
I kind of love, no, I want you to make you do it.
Me with
Now
these
what, did
nails.
now, what did they say about
Can
Pisces?
she get it open?
Let's see.
Oh, girl.
Wait.
Hold on,
wait.
we have to see
Oh,
if she
let's
can
see.
do
Oh,
it.
No,
girl.
I understand. This is why I wear nails, because then you don't have to do anything.
You can get it. You got
Oh,
it.
we
Oh, she got
her.
it.
did it. I'm
We
so
got
proud
it.
of you,
Open it up.
Spice.
Girl. It matches
Honestly,
your hair.
it's giving you. It's giving
very
your
good.
But I
your
like
makeup.
a little grayscale moment.
Yeah, it's very grayscale.
Devoid of color and emotion.
Girl, please.
It's just printed on black and white.
So what did they say about Pisces?
Well, I think they say that we are creative and sad.
Do you relate?
And maybe it should be sad first and then creative. But yeah, I relate as a creative sad girl as my Lana Del Rey,
Right.
Writing
You know, I
poetry
feel
and
like
shit.
I feel like Lana Del Rey is inside of you.
She could happily come inside me any day.
But I think that's probably why we get along, because we're Cancers, the water sign of it all.
Totally.
That makes sense. Do you feel like you live your life like led by emotion? Like, does that
yes, I do.
lead you? Okay.
I do.
That's a
I do. I
hard
think I
question,
make.
girl.
That's a good question. I think I make decisions based on emotion. Yes, which I don't know if is a good thing or not.
That's
but
how you have to do it. All we have are our
Well,
feelings.
what do you mean about
Yeah.
emotion? Like if some, like you're like,
lead
if you
with
want
your
to feel
heart.
good, like you're like, I'll do this because it makes me happy, even if it
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. Like,
Or like if it's maybe like less critical thinking and more emotional. Like if it's just
Right.
making emotional decisions instead of like
Right.
logical decisions. I feel like I probably make emotional decisions more than I
Mm-hmm.
make logical decisions. Yeah.
Right. And well, I guess my next question for you is, do you feel like that could almost be maybe to your detriment. Like because
Totally.
when you're emotional, it's really easy to be like super reactive.
Yes.
You know, like maybe if you are left on
Are
red.
you reactive?
No, I think I'm pretty chill.
Yeah,
but
you don't- yeah.
Yeah, I do think it's not necessarily a great thing to make decisions based off of emotions. I think
Yeah.
Right,
it could
it's
be
not
better to be
good.
logical.
No, yeah, they always say
but-
control your
Again,
emotions.
Yeah, but I don't
Right.
know. Fuck it.
I mean, like, you
I
know,
am
I
who I
guess-
am.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
that's like-
curious because, you know, obviously we're in class right now. I'm
Yes.
curious to know what you were like back in high school.
Well, back in high school, I was definitely like doing these things.
Oh, a
like
Tamagotchi, not a
Jenga?
Tamagotchi. Oh,
Like
um,
for
No,
like
origami.
telling your future, and you like pick a color, and like
Yes.
pick a number, and then you like open it up, you know.
So you were a fortune teller tease.
Well, I can see the future for sure.
Oh.
So
But
were you
were you
spiritual?
smart? Were
See,
you
this is like one more with friends. You literally have to. It's like your two brain cells. You have to like.
I know,
You
I'm
hear
like-
her
No, you're
conversation,
like-
my conversation, and then you balance both. But I feel like you're getting it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having a good time.
No, you're good, girl.
I'm
You're
having
getting it.
It's a lot of attention on you.
Well, I do like that. As a Pisces, another tendency I think of the Pisces,
love
we
it.
like attention.
Well, yeah, yes. What else do you have to show?
So my next
Miss
thing, I
Lady?
wanted to bring the whole outfit, but it's too big.
Right.
It's too much.
That's not a
you-
normal issue, but
No, I
Right.
know. I know.
She's trying to be
you, size queens, you both are, but
Right.
you know, I only have so much room in my suitcase.
only 8 inches.
So I did want to bring my a piece of one of my favorite things in my wardrobe,
Okay, let's see.
which is the iconic promo gown
Oh,
from Versus the World.
want me
This
to
is
hold
one
her?
sleeve.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
This
Get
is one
into the
sleeve.
Oh
gloves,
my.
baby.
But it's one of the most beautiful pieces I've ever
who did
been able
that?
to wear.
That's beautiful.
This is by Domino.
Oh my god, he's
Domino
amazing.
Couture. Yeah, Domino Couture is amazing.
He's
Based out of New York. Yeah.
amazing. He
I
did
think
our
he's
princess
one of the
gowns.
big-
Oh, he did.
Yeah, for the show.
I think
He
for the
slayed.
girls at home that don't know, I think Domino Couture.
Yes, Domino
He's
Couture.
one of the. I
Lovely.
feel like there's certain. It's a whole drag market that the girls don't even really talk about. Like, of course, the queens know. Oh my god, it's so
Right.
beautiful.
Yeah, but it's
He's
just so gorgeous. I mean, just the
amazing.
quality of the stones and like the quality of the fabric, everything is just so pretty. So
Oh, how was the show, girl? You slayed.
thank you.
We were talking about it off camera. I was like, when did that air? You only 4 months? or
Yeah,
something?
I think we wrapped. I think our season finale was about 4 months ago ish from now. But we filmed over a year ago. We filmed in London, so it's exciting.
really?
Yeah, we filmed in London. It was for the BBC, so that was different. Coming from like my first season was MTV, and then no, my first season was VH1, I think, and then it was MTV.
Oh, you've
and
done
then
it
was
all.
The BBC, yeah. So it was
Which
different.
one would you say was your looking now that it's been a minute and you could look back at all of them? Because it was 3 of them, right?
Yeah, 3.
So which one would you say was your favorite that you had the most fun?
Definitely this most recent season.
Okay, so you had the most fun.
Yeah, I was there the whole time, which was my goal.
Right. And you
Okay.
slayed,
That's the first
girl.
time I've actually stayed the whole time, which is like, it's third time's the charm, I guess.
Yeah.
So was it
I got
the
to do
fact that you
Snatch Game for
stayed,
the
was
first
it more fun because you were
time.
there?
Yeah, I got to actually, experience it. And I did Snatch Game for the first time.
Wow, how was that?
It was great. It was so fun. I got to be the Statue of Liberty.
Ooh.
No,
Lady
you looked really
Liberty.
pretty.
Thank you.
Well, you always look pretty. But
We're like our friends growing up would tell us that we were. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Aquamarine.
Of course.
But, like, so in the movie when she gets like the little starfish in her ears and they're like, "You're pretty. No, you're pretty. You're pretty." Our friends growing up would be like, "Y'all are like my little starfish in my ears," but it's always genuine. Like I'm just a firm believer in speaking out positive thoughts that you're having about people. 'cause
Affirmations, yeah.
It's very easy to. I mean, what bonds two bitches closer together than a common enemy? You know what I mean? Like.
True.
right.
It's very easy to bond
That's why
off of
we
speaking
love each
negatively.
other. 'Cause-
But that's why I think it's good to say, like, people
They
are
get
afraid
it.
to compliment people. It's like, girl, they're not going to bite.
Right. Well, unless, you ask them to.
Right.
Well,
well,
And then maybe they will.
Like a
if you're
piranha?
lucky. If you're lucky.
well, I love that you brought this because if I was to even rewind, I remember because we were on Long Island when I think your season was
The first-
airing, your first one.
yes.
And I remember.
Wait, I
even
think it was
back
like
then-
2019. I think we had just started practicing our makeup. Later that summer is when we started doing drag, but we were cooking. So we started our makeup, and I remember your season was airing, and you were my favorite. You were the
You
one
were our
I
favorite.
followed because, for me, I gravitate towards the queens that are the femme fatales that do get, and I was blown away by your transformation, your makeup. I was like, she's sickening. So like, you were my one to watch.
Well, thank you,
Yeah.
sis. Thank you both. That's
Yeah, and-
nice of you.
No, and we got to give you your flowers because, and you know how it is when you're a little baby drag queen and you're looking up to the girls, you know, we need those girls to look up to because, you know, especially for us, we were on Long Island, so we didn't have that sense of community. So I remember seeing you and I was like, I relate to this person. This is a real person. And I also think I really related to you because, and I want to hear your take on this, or just your own personal experience, not your take. It felt like you were misunderstood by the other girls. And I never understood that because you felt so clear to me.
Crystal clear, baby.
If that makes sense. Like
You're like, what is there to
because
not
it's an
get?
energy. It's an energy
Yeah.
thing. And I felt even through the screen, I was like, oh, that's the girl I would want to be friends with. So what was your experience with that? I'm curious.
It's funny to think about it because it's like so long ago at this
Right.
point. But yeah, I was definitely misunderstood on that season. And in a couple of my seasons, this has been like an issue that follows me. So I think, is it me? Am I the problem? No.
Are you the
Are you the drama? Are
I
you the
don't
drama?
think it's me. It couldn't be me, but it obviously is. It obviously
you
is.
know
Isabel, I like that.
what?
Who wants, honestly, F being understood? Who cares about being I would gladly be misunderstood because it's like, if you're actually just so perfectly understood, maybe you're too easy to, I don't want to be easy to get.
Yeah, well, you're not everyone's cup of tea. You're never going to be. And I think
Right.
that it's what's important, the takeaway that I learned from that. I don't know why. I can't ever really explain why it happened, but I think the takeaway was that, like, if you are so fiercely yourself, if you're so unapologetically yourself and so raw with the viewers, it might not be like the people on set with you that are vibing. Hopefully they are, which
Right.
makes it more enjoyable.
One could hope.
You know, like today, this is so nice. But it doesn't matter. You know, if you couldn't, you don't have to get along with the people that you're on camera with. But it's a matter. It's connecting with people
At
on the
the end
other
of the
side.
day, you're there for a job. It's like, of course, you know, we all want to be best friends, but if the girls aren't being receptive to your energy, maybe that's just more projection on their end.
Yeah, that's a good point. And it's about the viewers who are watching it. You know, like you were saying, you were connected with it. You know, and this is why
didn't
we.
matter. It didn't
Honestly,
matter.
this is our full
Yeah.
circle moment, and I'm so happy. Like y'all hit it off, and now like we're here because because you know you have to go back because it becomes such a whirlwind when your own drag career starts taking off and But I remember like looking back, it's like I was like upset that like you went home, and I know this is just like the little nitty gritty and stuff, but I remember like I felt your energy. And like it read.
She was the
and-
misunderstood darling.
But
Well,
no,
and this
but
feeling
maybe
is
it's not-
mutual, by the way. You know, watching what y'all on TV as well. You know, it's easy to connect with you, and I think people relate to that as well. So it's always nice to have that in your corner. People that are upset almost on your behalf.
Right.
You know, they're like they have a, you
Right.
know, they're defensive of you.
Right.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, were you always like that? Like, would you, if you can look back at like your younger years, even before drag, elementary school, high school, would you consider yourself misunderstood? Did you have a lot of friends?
I consider myself to be pretty understood, to be honest. I was like vice president of my class in high school. I was like kind of friends with everybody. I did like track
Was she
and
the
field.
valedictorian?
I was not the valedictorian. I didn't have the grades to be the valedictorian because I actually had fun also, you know.
Right.
I wasn't
Well,
like
thank God,
I wasn't
right?
all one thing. I was a little bit of everything. And I could kind of like go with, you know, I would sit with everybody at lunch, or I would like speech and debate, you know, the theater kids, but I also would like play some sport. I don't know. It was like I was well liked, I think well understood, which
You
is
know what?
strange to me.
The more you're speaking, like if I was to tap in, I think
I love when Sugar taps
I
in.
think the
Yeah,
reason,
tap in, baby.
No, it's fascinating because you know you almost remove yourself, and it's kind of just you know we're all just characters in a movie, right? So it's I think
I'm obviously the main character in my
course.
movie.
No, you're girl. You are the drama.
Yes, thank God.
She is the drama. I think what happens is you actually know yourself so well. And a situation like Drag Race in a competition, it's a lot of girls that don't know who they are. Or better yet, they're waiting to be told who they are because they want the approval. They're waiting to be sickening because they need the approval from someone else. I think, and even just feeling your energy today, I think you know you're that girl because you know yourself. You're self-assured. You have that confidence. And we probably had similar experiences, different, but you throw us into a room of other drag queens that maybe have insecurities. They don't know who they are. Now it's going to be projected on, I don't get her. She's weird. She's in her own world.
That happened to you guys too.
Yeah. But really, it's just because you're confident, you know who you are, and they're looking for something to make themselves feel better because you walking into a room looking this great, having this confidence, this assurance about who you are, it can make some
It could be threatening to people.
It could be but they'll never say it's threatening.
Don't dim your
right.
light. I've learned. I'm like, girl, I am not dimming my light for these flops anymore. Like, girl, shine as bright as possible.
That part. Can you snap with those nails on?
Maybe. Okay, what else are we getting into?
Okay, so my last item. Should I give you my last item?
We should get the last item.
All right, so this is one of my most prized possessions. This is an autographed photo to me. This is an autographed photo to me from Julie Newmar.
Oh, who's that?
Julie Newmar is a famous actress from the old Hollywood days.
Oh my god, girl, she's giving pinup.
She's giving pinup. I don't know if you're familiar with the movie Tu Wong Fu.
Yes.
So this is Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar.
Oh my god.
So this is the photo from that movie. And I've always been told I look a lot like Patrick Swayze in drag in that movie. So
oh my god, they're gonna say that?
Yeah, that's what they say. So I got this from Julie Newmar. She's still living. I think she's like mid-90s. She lives in West Hollywood.
Like she's on her deathbed, but she's still alive.
She literally is like in the winter of her life for sure, but she's gorgeous. Still gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And
that's a classic silhouette. I love that.
Yeah, she's an icon. I mean, it'd be like having, you know, I don't know. So that's one of my prized possessions.
Oh, I love this, and
if you haven't seen the movie, you should watch it for sure.
I have to. I watched it years ago, but I have to.
Yeah, of course, RuPaul's in it. You know, doing the drag pageant. Yeah.
They need a new more drag version movies. Of that. We need a new version.
Yeah, I would agree. And I think y'all would be great stars. So
any
casting directors watching.
Well, don't say that to the viewers at home because we're the,
but you know what?
That wouldn't fit with their fantasy.
For today's Maxi Challenge.
We always say we want to do, if there was ever a Romy Michelle type of movie, but say it's like these two gay guys, but they're drag queens now, and they're like, oh, let's go back and drag.
So I think y'all would be perfect.
Yeah.
Or like a little showgirls moment. Do you guys ever showgirls each other? Like getting ready.
I love showgirls.
Yeah, you like throw the pearls and.
But you know what? You should be in the movie too, and you're like the drag fairy godmother, where we go into the costume shop and we're like, no, we forgot our good drag, and then we're like, oh, and then we go there, and then you're like, oh boys, I have something for you, and then we're trying on outfits.
I'll be Jennifer Saunders.
But you know what? I want you to be like a sassy gay hairstylist, so you're not revealed as a drag queen. This is giving me very New York Minute when they come into the salon.
Sassy gay hairstylist.
So then we
how
go
will
in.
I ever channel that?
Right. So we go in, and then like you're cutting the hair, and you're like, so what do you fuck to? Like, it's very that.
Right, yeah.
But then you tap into our energy. You go, oh, these girls are queens. And then you go,
are we coming up with a plot right now?
We're screenwriting.
Screenwriting, baby. And then they're going to go, then you're going to be like, you're going to run to the back and go, oh, I have something a little extra for you boys. And you give us the wig. And then we're like, where'd you get this? And then you're like, sweetie, I was a drag queen back in the day. And then we all hit the reunion together.
I love it.
Wait, I'm here for this.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, who do we sell this movie to?
Sugar Spices High School Reunion, feet Scarlet.
Yeah, feet Scarlet.
We're all S's. We're like the Kardashians.
Also, let's get into the S names of it all, because I feel like a lot of the girls have tried to jock your style.
What's the first S name you can think of? Go. First one.
Scarlet.
Oh, okay, Scarlet. Okay. What about you? First S name you can think of?
Well, Sugar, of course.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's not because I'm a narcissist. It's just I have one brain cell, so that's
the first one that came to my mind was Selena.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
But aren't there
Sabrina?
a lot?
Mm-hmm.
The Teenage Witch?
Love.
I'm curious to know about the S names of it all. I mean, how many other drag queens have the name Starlet, Scarlet? There's a Harlot. There's a.
Well, I was the first Scarlet on Drag Race.
You were the first, right?
And they've been trying to, throw Scarlets left and right ever since me. But,
do we know how much of it?
Ain't nobody can do it like me is the problem.
They're envious. That's why.
Well, shout out to Scarlet Bobo, who we love so much.
Oh, we love
and the other Scarlet Bobo. Yes.
Yeah, there's Scarlet Bobo. There's a couple Scarlets and Harlots and whatevers. And
well, we're gonna get into all the drag queens, all the names when we come back after this break.
And we're back. Class today has been so much fun. I feel like we're learning so much about how to date as a drag queen.
Or how not to date.
Yeah, or how not to date also. But yes, I agree. Honestly, I've had a great time talking about anything with you, to be honest.
I love it.
This has been everything. We're definitely going to have you back because, the girls on Two Brain Cells.
We like a reoccurring guest.
We love a reoccurring guest. But I think...
You want me to come twice?
Oh, see, she's good, girl. Cue in laugh track.
But I want to get into what's your ideal date situation? What are you eating? Like, what's happening?
Well, I have to say, I haven't really been super, super active in the dating scene as of recently, but I do remember what it's like to have human contact and connection.
Right.
I'm loving this conversation. I'm loving, yes.
I like to eat, period. Whether I'm on a date, whether I'm just going to see friends, whatever, like, I think dinner is always like a great thing to do. Right. Rather than like, what are we going dancing? Or, I mean, you know what? I've never been to the Hollywood Bowl. Okay. I think it would be really, I've seen like the lineup of the Hollywood Bowl. Mm-hmm. So it would be really fun to go to a concert, like an outdoor LA concert kind of thing.
That's kind of smart because then if you feel like halfway through, you're like, actually, we're not vibing. Just vibe with the music.
Yeah, you just watch the movie or go to the concert or whatever. Yeah. But I also love dinner. I love Italian food. It's my favorite cuisine, especially here. I love Mexican food in LA specifically.
Oh, so you're brave.
Oh, I am
so
very
would you want
brave.
that on a date?
I will eat anything.
Would you want like having the pizza and the pot? Like
well, it depends on how. There's a lot of factors with like what's
well,
happening after the date.
Right.
Do I need the whole chimichanga?
Right.
Or just like maybe I'll just smell it and eat it later.
Because I'm curious for you, because certain foods they could give more masculine. Like if you're eating like ribs, that's like,
girl.
Do you eat ribs?
Like, not well. No. It's kind of
no. You don't eat ribs. Do you eat meat?
I do.
Okay, just not ribs.
Yeah, just not that.
You don't like having bone like in your mouth,
girl. No, she told me.
Because I've heard other thing. I've heard that I didn't.
No,
hear
she
that.
told me the other week. She goes, eating chicken like. It's not that I don't like it, just it's a little like if you think about it, like I'll be thinking about eating the chicken and it grosses me out.
The chicken.
Yeah, like what it is.
Like I'm not a vegetarian or anything,
yeah.
but like I like a little cut up piece. I don't like when it's like a chicken.
I like to. I pull my chicken. Like I do kind of like I'll like kind of like pull it apart.
The
with two
rotisserie
forks.
chicken.
Yeah, kind of like
circle.
and I'll pull it apart. I love to cook. I do like a homemade from scratch chicken noodle soup.
Hot.
Wait, so
I
would
make
you
my own
prefer
pasta.
that?
Like I like. Oh yeah, that
for
would be a great
like them coming
date.
over
Honestly,
and like you're cooking for them.
That's on a first date though.
No. They don't deserve
maybe
all
like
that.
there's like a third maybe.
They got to
like
pass the
third.
test for that.
Yeah, but then they come over and I have my pasta roller and I like really.
Oh, you're making pasta from scratch.
Honestly, you have to come over for dinner.
Wait, that should be your show. You should do a cooking show, girl.
Yeah, I love to cook, but that's the thing is like I think as soon as I make it work, then I don't think I'm gonna like it anymore.
Right.
It's like my little getaway. Like when I'm like really stressed or work's crazy. Speaking of work being crazy, I have a surprise for you guys.
I love a surprise.
I know they don't know this is happening yet, but I brought you gifts. I brought a gift for each of you.
Oh my god, really?
Yes. So here, this one's for you.
Oh.
And this one is for you.
Oh my god, is this a doll?
I did not know about
that. You can pretend it is, and also here, this is a photo for each of you.
Oh my god, this is like one of my favorite looks you've ever done.
Me and my favorite look.
This is my favorite look of yours.
You're giving like Grecian goddess.
Yeah, that's
for the girls at home. If you're listening on audio, this is Scarlet. What would you call her?
This was a redemption look. So this was the Birth of Venus redemption look from All Stars 6 that we're looking at right now. Yeah.
Wait, are we opening?
Yeah, feel free to open these. These are just little silly gifts from me to you.
I love a little silly moment.
When you're ready to pray to the
my god, I've been in my candle era.
Saint of drama.
I just ran out of my Target candle. This is perfect.
Well,
this is
gonna
be my new manifestation candle.
There you go. Yes, when you want to manifest some drama.
Oh my god.
Oh my, you're funny. Oh, she's a comedy queen. She has like her little face.
Oh girl, you're sickening. Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
Oh yeah, well thank you for having me, girls. Are you kidding me? This has been such a dream and such an honor to be here, especially I'm so glad that you have this. I eat up every single bit of content I've ever seen from both of you, and I'm so happy. I really do, and I've been a fan for a long time, so I'm glad that you're giving us this, and I'm happy to be part of it.
No, I love this, and you know what?
It's been so fun.
It's like we were aligned because we were fans of you, and that just comes full circle. And if I couldn't have been more of a fan before this, girl, it's like through the roof.
We got the full Scarlet experience
yes,
today.
you did. You did. And I feel like I got the full Sugar and Spice experience as well.
The 2 brain cells.
Yeah, 2 brain cells. Yeah, I've done, every once in a while I'll do poppers, like very, very rarely. But this is what I tell people when they ask me to, like, do you want poppers? I'm like, no, girl, like, I don't have the brain cells to spare.
Right.
That's literally what I say, like, when we're out at the club, and it's like all this loud.
Maybe we have
The
more
straight
brain
girls.
I
cells.
literally can't
The straight
do your
girls running up
poppers.
to you.
Yeah.
Let's do poppers.
Yeah.
It's like can't we
go
just
off.
have one thing to ourselves?
Like go off, like by all means, go enjoy your poppers. But like, I don't have the brain cells to spare, so
Right.
these are my last 2 brain cells.
I love it. I
we
don't have
are
enough to
your 2
spare.
brain cells. I love it.
Oh my
Well,
God.
everyone, this was so much fun. Make sure, Scarlett, where can everyone find you?
Well, you can find me at Scarlet Envy on Instagram, at Scarlet Envy NYC on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Because
Glory hole down the
Tinder.
street.
yeah,
Is
you
that where
can
we
find me on
find you?
Grindr for sure. I'm not really a glory hole girl. I like to see what you got
What
going
we're working
on.
with,
Yeah, I
right.
want to see what I'm working
The
with.
fast ones up in here.
Yeah, no, well, meet me in the Target bathroom, dear.
But
Oh, I
sometimes-
love a Target. Girl, I pee in there every morning on my walks.
Well, I'm not going in there to pee.
Right. Oh,
I'm going,
Well.
and I'm certainly not bringing any merchandise in there with me either. So
okay. Well, we're definitely going to have you back after this.
No, I want to say the line where Amanda Bynes, she's like, we need to pray for her, but we also need her. Wait, let me say this.
Girl.
Girl, I have one job. We need to pray for her, but we also need to get her the hell out. Wait, I can't. Whatever. We're not
The
saying it,
line
girl.
was, we need to pray for her, but we also need to get her the hell out of here. Girl. Anyways, make
I
sure
tried.
y'all subscribe to the channel. Comment down below your favorite part of today's episode. Any other guests you would like to see me and Spicykins have on.
also, I want to shout out that my new EP, Rain in Hollywood, is streaming
Oh, yes,
now. It's on
plug
all
it
out.
major streaming platforms.
Yes.
Spotify, Apple Music. I don't know, all these other
I've
crazy.
been listening, girl. I'm adding it to all the playlists.
Yes,
So,
thank you for
yes.
streaming, honestly. And then there's the book, She's a Poet.
Yes.
Out now. It's at
The book.
scarletenvyshop.com, Indolent Books. Very soon to be on Amazon, and the Audible version is coming out soon. So if you can't read,
She's a poet, and we didn't even know it.
Well, yeah, if we can't read, we'll be.
if you can't read, you have the audio
Yeah,
book is
I
coming
go
soon,
around-
girls.
I go around and I say, I love Audible because you don't have to read, you just play, you're doing your chores.
Well, there you go. So yeah, within
we can-
probably by the time this comes out, I bet it'll be Audible.
I'm excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here. We're gonna go shave our grandma's back and we'll see you in the next one.
Well,
Bye.
Bye.
Two Brain Cells Left is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Sugar and Spice.
Produced by Joseph Shepard.
AV technical direction and editing by Margot Padilla.
AV technician Kyle Mapson.
With theme music by Sugar and Spice.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Set design by Eris Sevilla.
Executive produced by Willem Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.